MS-13, and many other gangs. These are animals. These aren't people.
These are not ordinary people, you know. Naked, with their hands and feet tied in chains. For the past few years, they have been members of a dangerous mafia group that has shaken El Salvador, terrorized the government, terrorized the citizens, committed murder, raped, trafficked drugs, and sacrificed children. They have grown up in El Salvador and have many members in the United States, the Middle East, and Latin America, as well as members of the most dangerous mafia groups in our country, the Barrio Etin and the MS-13. You can't guess whose mafia group we belong to. They have their own logos clearly tattooed on their faces. The tattoos not only indicate their mafia group, but also the level of power of the members and the mafia clan they belong to. The members who have the logo clearly tattooed everywhere they go, even by armed security forces, and who have their faces, backs, and necks tattooed on their faces, are the ones who are the most feared in the area where they live, and they are the ones who are the most feared in the world. Now, El Salvador is in Latin America. This is the largest prison in Latin America, a complex and high-security prison where the most dangerous mafias of our country are imprisoned, called the CECOT. It is a Spanish word that we can call the prison of the Buenos in our language. It is a prison that can hold 40,000 people, located about 40 kilometers from the capital of El Salvador, San Salvador. The prison's gems are spread over 3 hectares of the 165 hectares of the total area. This is a dangerous prison where Hollywood filmmakers steal ideas and can cause a panic that no one expects at a moment's notice. When the ground is dug, a hole is drilled, the roof is blown off, and 1/10 of them can be lost without them seeing it, or when the prison is suddenly invaded by mafia members. The area is prepared with a lot of preparation. The guard police have been killed, and it is thought that it is night in the open air and they can dance in the main gate. People have a large network outside the prison. They are dangerous people who can kill anyone they want while in prison, and even the guard police are covered from head to toe so that the mafia members who are afraid of them for themselves and their families will not see them. Only the next mafia leaders and their members outside know for sure what can happen here. The government is a whole family. Armed to the nines, specially trained prison guards guard them without taking their eyes off their prisoners for a second. The experts, who keep their cameras at arm's length, examine every corner of the prison, analyze the recorded images, are also on duty around the clock. In addition to the prison guards, the country's police and police control are on duty around the clock, which shows the 7 signs of the prison. At a distance of 11 and 18 meters, members of the country's military, prepared for emergency response, monitor the areas in the 2 camps. The main event, however, begins a few meters from the prison road. Initially, no one is allowed to enter this place unless they are authorized by the government. If they were international media people who were allowed to travel with special permission from the government, they would be stripped naked and searched at a distance. They would go through 7 different similar searches in the prison. When they were 2 meters away from the prison, the phone would stop working. The mafia in the prison would be monitored so that if they somehow miraculously get a phone call from the police, the surrounding network would not work. In short, neither a flying creature nor a humanoid being can pass 3 meters from the prison. When they reach the prison compound, they would surrender any personal belongings and undergo an electronic search. But this is not an object. Finally, they would take off their shoes and socks and open them. This is a fair thing to do to international media bodies that have been given permission by the government. Aspal was sentenced. They were given special permission by the government to visit their families and relatives, and until now, no Salvadoran has ever seen this place with his own eyes, except for the media. Every new prisoner who joins the prison is X-rayed so that no foreign message can get inside. The prison is completely under the control of the government, and there is nothing shared with the rest of the country. It has its own electricity and groundwater. The food they eat is prepared in the basement, under the roof of another building, and in the communal kitchens. Like other world-class hotels, there is a cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When it started,